So today is another beautiful day. I'm Marcus Thompson for Boss Life. Another vlog for the 12th straight day. Whew, almost 2 weeks. Let's get started today. Today I want to talk about those who are naturally obsessed with getting things done. Not only done, but done the right way. For those who don't have families, as far as a wife and kid or a husband and kids, that keep it up. Keep that spirit in you, because that's what's going to drive the world. That is exactly what drives the world. People with that type of pedigree are the kind of people who does succeed. I'm a guy who has a wife, a 3-year-old, and one on the way. And I hear it all the time, especially from my wife, about how obsessed of achieving in life I have became, especially as of recently, when I have set all these high goals for myself. Now, I love my wife to death, but at the same time, I can only take her advice at times with a grain of salt, because I know the place that it's coming from. It's coming from a place of love. She wants me to try to find some kind of balance between being a professional and being a father figure and a husband. Well, people, I'm sadly to tell her that there's no real such thing as that, especially when you're on a mission to accomplish. There are certain times where certain things must take a back seat to others. So I guess you could say prioritizing, not necessarily prioritizing work before, family, but a lot of my free time will be spent on trying to build this empire, and I won't accept anything less. And for me, balance at times can be a bit of a joke, because you either do or you don't. I'm one of them type of people. I'm either I'm going for the gold or I'm not racing at all. And my wife, she's never have even thought about achieving what I'm attempting to accomplish here in 2018. And so for her to tell me to find balance into what I'm doing, don't be obsessed with what I'm doing, kind of find itself on mute like the TV. And that's no disrespect to her. It's just that this is the only way that I do know how to achieve something, and that's give it my all. And that's not only do it work hard, but find more effective ways to do it constantly. Do it smart. So I'm trying to find that balance in both working hard and working smart, so I can efficiently get to where I need to be, where I need to get going. Now, as far as family, it's going to be tough on them. I'm going to admit that it's going to be tough on them, at least for this year, probably the major part of this year. And I'm hoping it gets easier come 2019 and 2020. So by the time my oldest son, within the next 3 or 4 years, by the time he's 7, and my other son is about 3 or 4 years old, that's when I can see myself start taking more trips, buy nicer things, buy a bigger house, and relax just a little bit more, because by then I have all my processes in place, and I can pretty much live what a lot of people want to live, and that's the 4-hour work week. I'm sorry, baby. Did it go off or did you cut it off? Kids. Okay. Let me help. I'll help you in a little bit, okay? But at the same time, what you also got to remember about the 4-hour work week, there is still work to be done at the beginning. There's a massive amount of work to be done at the beginning, especially if you lack the capital to do what you need to be doing. When all you have is time on your hand and no capital and no friendships to help make this dream a reality, it's going to be tough at first. And that's just the reality of it. And my wife, she understands what I'm trying to do. She really does. And trust me, she supports me 100%. As will your family will too, for the most part. They understand what you're trying to do. They just don't understand what it takes to get there. And their thing for you as a supporting cast, they don't want to see you fail. They always want you to believe in yourself. They always want to believe in you as a winner. But at times, the set standards, you have to fail in order to know how to win. So if your standards is low, but you're always winning, that's a comfort zone. And your family like to see you there because they like to see you winning. They don't want to see you or view you as a failure. As when you run into somebody like me, I'm going to tell you to go out and fail, because you can find comfort later. Once you start winning and you don't reset the standards, the bar is higher. That's where I would try to tell you to go. You know, a higher standard is only achieved with failure. So if I see you giving your all, your time, your efforts are 100% and it's genuine, I'm gonna tell you to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, whether you fail or win, because them the ones who change the world. Them the ones who pace the world. You know, how fast life is gonna go for you and for others is determined by those type of people. And what I mean by that is, for example, Bill Gates. He paced this world with his computers. Now look how fast we are starting to accomplish things we thought we'd never be able to accomplish. In 2000, we had big mobile phones. Here we are 17 years later, and we got touch screens on our phones. Hell, we don't even remember phone numbers. We just remember names and plugging into our phones. And it's getting faster and faster and faster. So them people with them type of drives is what I mean, that they pace this world. You gotta go in backwards, baby. You gotta go backwards. Now hit the gas. There you go. And then the type of people who pace the world. And at times, it's at the sacrifice of family life. And that's just the way it is. And your family has to understand this is your destiny. This is what it takes. For everybody to eat and eat well and live good, one of us have to go out and do the killing. And some of us does more killing than others. Not to say that's a bad thing, because it really isn't. Because if your mom wants to wake up at 12 in the afternoon and do nothing, just sit in her house robe and sit in a large $1 million home, that is paid by somebody. Same with your wife. You want the best for your kids? This is what it's going to take. Everybody wants the end result and the byproduct of the hard work, but nobody wants to put in the hard work, or they're too scared to put in the hard work. And that's what today's vlog is about. It's about becoming obsessed with what you're doing, sacrificing yourself, your time, and everything. You know, giving 110% plus some more to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because remember, you're from meager beginnings. You're from a middle class to a low class family. So your job is extreme. And so it's going to take an extreme attitude, extreme work habits to match that and to accomplish and go beyond what you already know. That's just the way of life. And as a matter of fact, that's the best part of life, is that you could change what you got going now with just a few extra steps. I used to look at it like this. I used to get, back in 99, 2000, I was working in a warehouse, no degree, fresh from out of high school. And I started making more money than all my friends and family. I was making $13 an hour by just putting my name on the application and going to work in a warehouse. And it's that mindset that clicked in, saying, if I can get paid $13 an hour for nothing, imagine what I can achieve if I just took an extra step to something. Just one step. And after I accomplish that next step, I might be at $15, $16 an hour. Take another step, and I'm getting closer to 20 or at 20. And I keep taking these little baby steps of accomplishments, and before you know it, I'm at a level that most only dream about. Most can only accomplish by winning the lottery. I'm gonna fix it, baby. And that's what I'm talking about. But you have to be obsessed about it, because those who are obsessed about it are the ones who's gonna get the job done. I'm Marcus Thompson today. Tell me what you obsessed about today. Tell me what you're trying to accomplish for today. You know, what's your baby step? Share this with somebody that you think might need it, who needs to get up out of bed today and go move with purpose. Share it with your Facebook loved ones. Sign up to my Facebook group. Just click like and keep invested with me. I promise you, this thing is only going to get better. Y'all have a good day.